Hello, everyone, and welcome back to YASUKE, a Lost Yapcast. I got it right. You guys are hearing this for the first time. That was first try, perfectly. We are here, joined today by none other than Justice, our Kenny B. Go ahead, give yourself your introduction, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Sagi, Justice, also known as, those are my names. I'm Justice Washington. I voice Kenny fucking Lawrence. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks for pulling me up in this place. This is great. I like this.
To my ears.
Woo!
To my... Woo! Wait,
Woo!
I got a soundboard for this, bro. Hold on. There we go.
Yes! Deployed.
We are back answering more questions. We've received quite a few interesting ones. We may as well just jump straight into it. This first question, now, I don't know when this episode's gonna come out, so the trend and topic may have long passed by the time it does. How many clones would your character need to take on one gorilla? They aren't allowed to use weapons or any power, just straight hands.
Okay. I have some insight into this that I need clarification. I need rules clarification.
Okay.
Because if there are no weapons or powers, then Oda can't throw hands plural.
That's a good point.
Because his hand is a weapon. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I either get superpowered laser cybernetic hand, or
So clearly in that case, whatever number you were thinking, double it so we can account for
oh no.
You know, I'm gonna actually go with the opposite. I'm gonna get thrown around like Loki by Hulk. I know, no matter how many I choose, it will not be enough for me.
I
think
Neil will be able to grab a gorilla. But
If you grab one, doesn't mean it'll sustain. Be able to sustain them for long.
Yeah.
You grab it and then you consult the flow chart on the grapple flow chart. And then you see the curvature of the earth pretty immediately.
And as for you,
Sad.
Justice, what do you think of Kenny?
I think any more than 3 and the gorilla, I'm feeling bad for the gorilla, dude. I'm sorry. He's the size of a gorilla. Look at him. The guy's gigantic.
I think
He's
half
huge.
of Kenny could take a gorilla.
Yeah, it's like a one-on-one nice, like, Hulk and the Thing battling at each other, real boxing brawl going on if it's one-on-one. I don't know who's coming out. He would win with 2, any more than 3, and you're like, that's a murder to the gorilla.
I think this may be something we need to explore. This may be lore that needs to be developed.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Welcome to the new Yapscape podcast section, Exploring the Lore. We'll be looking into just how many Kennys it takes to fight one gorilla.
You guys suddenly see
Power
the
scaling.
gorilla side quest.
Oh no. Oh dear God.
No, gorilla side quest.
I think if you asked Oda how many gorillas, like how many, I think he would get the question wrong in his head, and it's like, how many gorillas to defeat me? Obviously more than one. But he's factually incorrect.
Of course.
He is woefully underprepared for even one gorilla, and I would argue you need at least 30 bearmen to make a dent in that gorilla.
Mia would be very much, I could take him. Now I'm gonna need like 12 bats, but I can take him.
Yeah.
Tanaka, what would his amount be? I think very agile, very acrobatic. He could dodge the gorilla. However, Tanaka's very toned, but as of right now, he's a little on the skinnier side. So I think once the gorilla gets a grab of like one leg, yeah, he's cooked.
Yeah.
This is pure Shangri-La Frontier rules. If you get hit one time, it's over. You have 1 HP exactly.
Bro's on permadeath mode. Like it's just. I would
Tanaka's.
See, Oda would be 30 or so, because again, the handicap with the arm. Tanaka doesn't have that, so we'll say maybe like 20 to 25, just so we can also one-up Oda.
Yeah, smart. I think he's got the upper hand, Badumtis.
Why you gotta do him like that? Why?
Anytime I can dunk on Oda is any chance I can take, any pot shots I can take, I will take
No, I
them.
understand that. I get it.
Relationships growing needs bullying, so it's understandable. Moving on to question 2. What is each of our characters' favorite food? Okay. Well, to start off with Tanaka's, it's any kind of noodles, and that is also because he's a very eat quickly and go type of person. He forgets to eat, so like there'll be times where like if he needs to eat, he's just gonna grab like an instant noodles, a pot noodles, whatever it may be. There's also ramen on the side, but yeah, just quick, go. But he can make it look and taste nice in other ways.
Hell yeah. Very fun.
Well, I'm gonna
here
go
for it.
for Mia because of her heritage. Would say paella, Brazilian paella mostly. Canija, brigadeiros, patapas. A lot of
The platanos
South
in there?
American. Platanos, yes.
Hell yeah.
Very
I'm
South
hungry.
American style of food, but mostly like Brazilian steakhouse food. Just that would be her go-to. It's like her comfort food is making some birria or something like that.
Incredible.
Yeah, and now I've made everybody hungry.
For Oda, okay. There's my personal thought on what I think Oda would like to eat, but then there's the canon of what Oda's favorite food is. And I actually think that the conflict between the two is really interesting because, like, Oda's got infinite money. Like just absolutely stupid resources. Like anything you can consume and not die, he can get some of it and eat it and have it prepared by like the best chefs in the world and can have anything. So you
Crazy
would think
good.
that it's like one of those crazy Las Vegas $700 burger kind of things. Like you'd think it'd be some crazy like 800 pounds of caviar sort of nonsense. But his canon favorite food is Japanese katsu curry, which I think is very, very interesting. That one of his favorite kinds of food is not quite as high class as he would think he is. That he likes kind of like an equivalent of, more of like a junk food, like a fast food sort of thing. You can get it at like a
filthy
yakisoba.
commoner? Is that what you're saying?
I think that's really interesting. I really like that. That like his favorite food is, he's got some. I think he's got some memories of better times, maybe.
Yeah, he does.
And that's maybe
Very
why
true.
he likes that food so much.
What's your personal thought that it would be?
That really depends on like the setting, I feel, because like there's a lot of ecology that goes into like, okay, like where are they? What kind of food can they get easily? What kind of like, what's a status sort of meal? Because like, if you're to go back to like Vegas has no food. There is no food in Vegas that grows in Vegas. It's a desert in Vegas. So everything is imported. So it becomes a status symbol of what's the hardest thing to import and it's still good. So like if that was like the equivalent thing, then like seafood in the desert is a bit of a luxury item. So if you're having like caviar or like a super famous chef prepare a thing, then like that's like the status symbol there. But then there's plenty of other places where it's like, oh yeah, we got fish everywhere. Like fish is easy, seafood's nothing. Like, you got like Portugal or something like that. You're on the port. You're the port place with the port language in the port city. So you got the fish. So like that, I would basically to stop talking in circles, whatever the highest status symbol version of food would be. And in a place like Nihonkoku, I would think that would be some form of beef, because cows take up a lot of space and they eat a lot of resources, and they take like years to grow to like the proper age that you would want to have steak from a cow. So like in the super cyberpunk future city, I don't think there's a lot of farms just like right there.
That's true.
So I would think something big like a cow. Get some good fancy Gordon Ramsay steak.
Now that makes me wonder if we explore Oda Tower, will we see the dedicated farm section?
Yeah, there's a full pasture inside the tower, complete with artificial sun.
It's crazy.
Infinite money.
So much money.
And you, Justice?
I kind of feel, well, canonical, this man is the size of a refrigerator, therefore you have to feed him like a refrigerator. Steak, pure steak, that's canon. This man wants the reddest part of the meat. Blood still dripping.
Oh my.
Like he does not care.
Drenched in vengeance.
He's hungry. He wants more protein the better, but personally, he's not just going for the steak. He wants that steak, he wants brisket, he wants the fucking short rib, he wants the full rib, he wants both racks. He wants, just give him the cow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just give him the cow.
Just give him the cow.
Knowing Kenny, he's the type of guy that would want to wrestle with the cow beforehand to see if it's worthy of being eaten.
Yes.
There's been one too many steakhouse where Kenny has.
Cow is strong enough for me to eat him.
He takes those challenges where you eat that steak in like an hour and he does in like 13 bites. And that's it. Like, damn.
Wait, you want me to? So you're telling me this is for free? This little appetizer's for free? If I eat it within 30 minutes, I'm eating that in 2 minutes.
I'll take 6.
Oh my
So
God. You know what makes this better is that I can already see the animatics being drawn with this sausage. Oh, gosh. Okay. And to tie perfectly into our next question, and you know what? Justice, you can go first for this. If each character was to become a content creator, what style of content would they create, and who would blow up / be the most popular?
All right. This man has been a content creator for years, all right? But he only just blew up after TikTok, all right? So he's been on YouTube a decade. Damn. Tiny channel, 2,000 subscribers. Biggest video got 10,000 views. Gun videos. All gun videos.
You know
weaponry, everything you can find. Like, it's one of those, like, he wants to be cool like all the other ones, but he doesn't have the personality for it. It's very clinical. It's like, this is a Ruger. Click, clack, blink, like pulls it out, breaks it down. This shows it out. He looks like a mob boss, and that didn't pop on YouTube. So they were just like, yeah, we're gonna just shadow ban him. But TikTok.
I'm very surprised you said that. I'm
that
very
was
surprised you
shared
said
around.
that.
I was expecting a mukbang or something.
I was actually expecting woodworking with the chainsaws.
Oh, that's actually...
See? That's the side content that he doesn't want to pop off, but it pops off more because the moms like it. All you see in the comments, it's beekeeping age. I do not keep bees.
It's like I was using these chainsaws to make targets that I could then shoot for my gun YouTube channel, and you're into this wrong section of it.
See, one of my lackeys told me to live stream making my targets. I don't know why they want me to do that. It's like, God, it's hot out here. Rips off his shirt.
I was gonna say,
All right, so I don't know why y'all want me to do this.
I'm also imagining he's doing a live stream. He's like, all right, break time. I'm gonna go destroy a Wendy's, and then like orders like 400 metric tons of food from a Wendy's, ruins a minimum wage worker's life for like an hour or 5.
Yes.
And then just eats it. The views octuple for that one segment where he's just fucking plundering that Wendy's, and then they just bottom back out as soon as he's like, Ruger, and it's gone.
He has a very fluctuating viewer count.
It's real passion, man.
Hey, but 10 million views, 10 million followers, all right?
Ken is making it, bro.
Yeah.
The social
He's
media,
doing it.
YASUKE social media. When's it happen?
Chase, you go next.
Okay, I feel like Oda would be one of those lifestyle influencers where he's like going to all of the most expensive places, doing all the most expensive things. Like he's got a video that's like, I rode a $48,000 train ride. Like I stayed in a $56,000 yacht for 2 days.
My man's
like
making
that
Casey
kind of
Neistat videos.
Yeah, like, but it's like daily. It's like it's not like weekly. He just is already doing this and is like has some poor intern fucking filming him.
Filming and
It would be
editing.
It would be Aina.
Yep, probably fair.
He'd
You're
probably
probably
be that
right.
to his sister.
You're right. I feel like he would do that, but I'm curious if he would like tolerate her presence for long enough, despite the fact that she's critical to the success of the channel. Like absolutely the key element to any success that he would have in that regard, but he would still be like, they're all here for me, and they're not.
I love to think of the interpersonal like chat or like comment drama or just how they experience it, how the viewers are like, yeah, we all enjoy like of course he's got like, yeah, we enjoy the pretty boy on the screen, but who's the one filming? We sometimes hear her talk, and like there's a shadow group of them that are just like, we like the filmmaker, we like who's the cameraman.
I'm also imagining a splinter group of that group trying to antagonize Oda until he eventually reveals information about who the camera person is.
I'm imagining the social media going free Aina.
Yes.
When they find out it's her.
People start going on Kenny's videos being like, you did such a great job with Oda's hair. You did such a good job cutting his hair with your chainsaws.
What are you what?
You know, I think
Didn't do that.
Let me call you the Midnight Barber.
the midnight. See, I think with Oda, part of his videos, maybe the start of them, would have to include his routine, his wake-up routine.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
Washing his face
Absolutely.
6 times.
Just coming back.
How much
like,
Saratoga water does this dude, man?
you hear no character from him for like 45 seconds straight. There's no indication of who he is as a human being other than waking up at the stupidest hour and just dunking his face in expensive things for a while. And then eventually it's like, we gotta do at least 20,000, and then dunking his face into more water again.
We cannot forget jumping into a pool and staying in there for 4 minutes.
4 minutes of airtime. 4 minutes of airtime. You gotta.
He's on Oda time when he jumps in that water. He's stuck midair, frozen.
You know, I would watch his videos. I would watch his videos.
Midair planking. He's that fit. He can plank with no limbs.
Honestly, I do see Mia as the live streamer that just defaces city property on live stream, going, this is what we're going to be doing today. And then she like paints a happy little tree somewhere, and then next thing you know is you see the Oda family mural, and you know Aina's got horns. Or you know, the dad probably already has a mustache, you know, and just puts like a devil's flames all over him.
And
Oda's got, you know,
painstakingly.
the evil eyebrows and all that stuff, and then she just draws Mia like somewhere in the smallest, most inconspicuous area.
I'm imagining she painstakingly color tone matches Kenny's skin tone to paint out his beard.
Yes. Yes.
Like, spends an hour mixing paints to perfectly mask it, and
Yes,
just like
and that
removes the
spray
beard.
paint is not gonna be cheap.
beard.
It's gonna be like I said in the last one, she's gonna be stealing it from warehouses and things like that. So she's gonna be taking paint, spray cans, color tone, Pantone, matching everything like that.
And I feel
Damn,
like
perfect.
every live stream would abruptly end with the Oda gods trying to chase her.
Chase her, yeah. They would end with her being chased and like, see you next time.
Yeah, like the end screen is always
outro.
like her
Yeah.
running full speed, but like still with the perfect camera arm. It's like, hey guys, so I gotta go now.
I'm being chased. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I just
It's
stole
like,
this gimbal. I
wait
mean,
a
I just
second.
sprung extra money for this gimbal, so it won't be shaking as much anymore.
Oh my god.
And then you see security camera footage following her in the next scene. It's like she found the CCTV and she's like recording that with it.
I'm also imagining in the Oda like content creation video, you get those like drone establishing shots of like the various areas before he starts going to the narration, and you see it get to just at the beginning part of a mural that was defaced and then cut abruptly. And just wasn't expecting that in the drone footage. You gotta cut it out in post.
You didn't see that.
It's like
We're not addressing that.
Like-
That's not real.
Either that, or you see both
moving on.
that and you see Mia running away at the bottom.
Now,
You're here in the scenic countryside, and then it's Kenny in the distance, just like chopping up a log to look like a bear.
for Tanaka's content creation, I think for him, he would be a dance content creator. And
Real.
yeah, showing people
Yeah,
how to dance,
definitely.
dance tutorials, the new trends, stuff like that. Definitely popping on TikTok, most especially, you know. He may do birthday parties if you ask him nice enough. Featuring collabs on different channels. Who knows? Maybe whilst Kenny's cutting his wood, he might just be in the background dancing for moral support.
Is he here?
he tried to help Oda when he
What
was
is he
younger. Tried to help Oda when he was younger, but you know,
Yep.
kid's got two left feet. You know,
Yeah.
it's not working.
You don't know how to do that.
Ain't got rhythm.
Oh my gosh.
Love our YouTuber AU.
Yes. Fanfic writers, get cracking. Get on in there. I
Okay.
want a 800,000 word slow burn.
I know one day there's gonna be so many of these random AUs. I can't say this on stream. I'll say this afterwards with something that's planned as well, but it will just add to that whole thing. Okay. Question number 4. When it comes to the game, is there action set pieces that we don't know about? I guess that refers to like just anything and everything. The most I can kind of say is that everything you guys have seen of the game publicly is nothing. It's like 10%. Obviously, you know, these guys know the situations with their characters, stories, and all that sort of stuff too. And yeah, like for example, you guys are seeing the VR training sim, which is the character's version of their own, I guess, hyperbolic time chamber, or like they plug in, they go in there and they do the training. And that also kind of goes on with our recent trailer. You know, people were asking about the announcers and stuff like that, and it's lore accurate because yeah, I think we may have covered it in the previous radio episode, I'm not sure, but yeah, Tanaka programmed that all himself, so them hyping him up, just a little egotistical, you know. Who wouldn't want that? But yeah, in terms of other action set pieces, there's a lot. There's a lot of maps that you haven't seen. There's a lot of characters you haven't seen. There's a lot of dialogue. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and of course, action and cutscenes. I mean, I'll say this right now, but I think, just for example, the Kenny boss ending fight scene, with the planned storyboard and the voice acting we tested out for that, amazing. And it gets better and better with each one. But yeah, that's what we'll leave it with that. I can't say too much. because we can't spoil too much. You guys are just gonna have to play the game when it comes out with the full game in like 10 years. That won't be that long.
Demo soon.
Or like, it might be out by the time this episode.
Possibly even in the past, depending on the release schedule of this. Demo exists at some point in time.
Is
Demo! 3 exclamation marks.
You know, just demo.
Okay, question 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how doomed are you if you end up stranded on an island with your character?
Oh no.
Wow. Okay, straight off the bat with Tanaka, I feel like I got good vibes. You know, obviously, again, dance entertainment is there. In terms of fighting, whatever the correct word I'm looking for is, but the beasts that lay on the island. I feel like Tanaka with his animal Danketsu may be able to, I don't know if he could talk to animals, but like maybe he could just connect with them in some way. So, I think I would say a moderate 4. I'm not that doomed. Maybe not the most survival guy to look for, but he would hold his own pretty well.
So just to double check the scale, is that a 4 out of 5, where 5 is the
10.
best? 4 out of 10.
So
okay, so then 10
means,
is the best?
No. So it's how doomed are you? So 10 is you're extremely doomed, and then 1 is you're not doomed.
Okay. I would normally just go all the way to the end of the doomed scale, but I feel like there are perhaps more doomed people in this call than me. I am particularly doomed though, with like a 9 out of 10. I feel like the second that we're stranded on this island, Oda begins sizing me up for like how edible I will be for like if the rations run low. Like there is absolutely no interest in saving both of us. It's like, how is he getting off the island? I am an accessory to getting him off the island. If he could call for a private helicopter to come and pick just him up while I watched him leave, he would.
You would probably use your body to write the SOS on the beach.
Yeah. He would have trees too. Like they'd be there. He would just choose my body just because.
If I was stranded with Mia, honestly, I think it would be very fun. I think I'll be on the 8 out of 10 will probably survive scale because she probably would have her bat. I'd be making some kind of spear of sorts because I love doing woodwork myself. So using natural talents, we could probably, at least survive for, I'd say it'd be at least 2 weeks before we start getting in each other's hair and going, all right, you're on my side of the island. What are you doing here? Before we start going and hating on each other. So, I don't know if we'd actually try to get off the island knowing both of us. I think it's one of those, if we die here. But at least we lasted as long as we could.
You know what? Real. I have a question though. Are you subscribed to Kenny's woodworking YouTube channel?
Not yet. I need the link, but yeah, as soon as that happens, I got some woodworking moms that I can throw his way. So.
Kenny's like, this may come as a shock to you, but over 80% of my viewers aren't subscribed to my channel.
Oh my gosh, we gotta start adding Kenny to the end.
I'm afraid. All right. So on one side, you would think Kenny's the greatest. He's a hunter. He knows how to build. He's got the like, I assume he'd have the chainsaw, so he could be able to cut stuff down. We could be like, you could build something up. You'd be able to hunt stuff. It'd be great. Mm-hmm. But then I looked down and I looked at the back of my hand and realized something. Oh no. I'm black. He might not. See. I don't want to give him everything. Mm-hmm. but I have a slight resemblance to a certain Tanaka. Slight, but enough. So he might be like, ew. And then I ain't got nothing to fight a 300-pound man.
300 is a very conservative.
I'm being very conservative. I'm being extremely conservative. That's 300 pounds after the 2 weeks, all right? Him starving himself.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
like, I'm hungry. You, toothpick. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Here we go.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to be with Kenny.
I think all of us would be afraid to be anywhere near Kenny.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Nah, I don't feel like I would be lasting that long.
Well,
love you to death, Kenny, but.
Next question. Question 6. Do we already have ideas for difficulty settings in the game? Yes, we do. And now I expect every single one of you to be playing on the hardest difficulty. I'm just kidding, enjoy the story. But I forgot the naming of all of them. Terrible developer. But it's what I do remember is obviously easy, normal, hard, and then Lost Descendant. That's the hardest one, and that's the one where you it's probably gonna feel like you're playing Dark Souls. So have fun.
That's the one where Oda's canonically as strong as he really is, by the way. Yeah. So if you fight him in any other setting, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Fake.
Not
You can't do that. You gotta play him on the hardest difficulty.
Also, he has a Tanaka-proof vest, so if you hit him, you didn't.
And actually, if he falls down, he says not allowed, then he gets back up. And his health resets.
He also has 40 billion health bars, and he's super cool, and everyone likes him.
And you know what? In that difficulty, you don't even have a weapon. You're not allowed one.
Your model is stuck T-posing and cannot move while Oda just bludgeons you.
Yeah, that's the canon ending. All right, we got it right.
That's canon. That's the canon one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yes, this is your difficulty settings. And you know what? This will be the last question for today. This is a good one. Okay. What is your character's greatest achievement? And I don't know who wrote this here, but it says Kenny specifically has to be done in character. So we'll leave Kenny as the last one. To start with Tanaka, his greatest achievement, it's what will be done, what hasn't been done yet, but that will be liberating the Onkoku from the Oda family's dictatorship, their grasp. He's trying to do best, help the little guy. That would be Tanaka's greatest achievement.
For me, I'll say being on the side of Tanaka, helping the liberation. However, a personal would be, getting reunited with her family.
Heck yeah. I have the canon. I have the canon answer trademark for Oda, which is fulfilling the role that his father set out for him. And that is one of those real tricky achievements where you gotta keep achieving it every day. So that is that's like maintaining the high score on a video game that everybody can play. That's a tough achievement. Any given day, he doesn't achieve that potentially. So. I'm sure that's great for his mental health. I'm sure he's doing just fine.
It's constant. It's just a constant goal. That's the
goal. Everyone says Sisyphus is so happy. Everyone always says, Sisyphus, best guy ever. He just loves rocks. He loves hills. He's living his best life, and Oda's in a similar narrative location and mental health state.
You know, during
Just look at that smile.
During Oda's videos in his morning routine, there's a section that's specifically 5 to 10 minutes long where he's just staring at a whiteboard that is to fulfill his father's role, and he's just there with his arms behind his back and just watching, reading, thinking, and then he goes back to the rest of the video.
Days having fulfilled the role my father set out for me, and he's blocking the number so the camera can't see it.
We'll never know.
I'll never know.
You just hear like it's like being erased, and then like he draws a 0 on it.
Oh my. And last but not least, what is Kenny's greatest achievement?
So you want to know what my greatest achievement was, huh? Well, there I was. Moments after a plane crashed on the desert. My platoon, every single one of them, injured. Broken men surrounding me. And what did I do? I helped every single one of them. I grabbed that plane. I whipped a chain around the bow. I don't know what the front of a plane is. I gripped that with my teeth. I grabbed all of my platoon in one hand. And my beautiful, beautiful Susie, my pet puppy, she's lovely, in the other hand. And I took everyone back. Moment by moment, every walk, every step, closer to freedom. And we all got out safe. After that, every single one of them recovered. They're still here. They're still with us. And that's because of me.
10 out of 10.
Blast the national anthem. Flawless.
Yeah, that's
flawless as it is true.
Literally, I mean, Kenny had his time, his backstory in the war. You know,
that's my backstory. I was in the war, man. Bros was in the war.
When are we gonna get the Kenny flashback?
No hyperbole at all. All of that was real.
Yeah,
you can see it in the video.
Because he's proud to be a Usonian, where at least he knows he's free.
Proud to be born a Usonian. Yep, totally.
Yep. Definitely.
Yep.
But wow, that was I'm gonna need to see that a movie based on Kenny and his war time specifically.
I gotta see that movie.
Imagine it like we add some movie theater in the game and there's actually a Kenny movie.
Oh god.
Not the Kenny movie.
The Kenny movie. Oh my gosh.
Poor Kenny's got to rent out the whole theater every time he wants to watch a show.
At least the first 3 rows.
He wants to watch the movie, and if he sits anywhere, you can't see from behind him.
Everyone sits next to Kenny.
Yeah, they have to.
You have to sit in front of Kenny, who's gonna take up the first 3 rows. So you're gonna be right there on your nose to the screen looking up.
The nice thing is, though, he takes up so much room, the movie is additionally projected on his back.
That's true.
Honestly, I'll take a seat on his shoulder because then you get like elevated high ground as well.
Yeah, you get nice. Well, maybe you would be in the projection.
That's good point.
I heard from Star Wars the high ground's pretty important.
Kenny always has that.
It's true.
I am very tall.
How tall did we make him? I think like because Tanaka's 6'2", and Tanaka's like up to his stomach, maybe like chest area. I think he's like 9 foot. if I recall.
Oh God, we made him a white beard.
Literally. He's big. He's very big.
Dude's gigantic.
Well, I guess that wraps up this episode of the YASUKE Yapcast.
Hey.
The YASUKE Lost. Yeah, I messed up the title again, guys.
You did it again.
Yeah. At this point, don't even try.
It's not even gonna be changed. We're keeping that one. We're keeping it. Hope you guys enjoyed the listen. Hope you guys enjoyed us being here. Of course, thank you to Justice for being here as Kenny. You know. Unfortunately, Savi was not able to be here as Aina. Hopefully, she'll be able to join us with the next. I don't know who our next guest is going to be actually, because we are looking to have a guest hopefully for each episode. So, put your predictions as to who the next guest is going to be. Because
who do you want in the next podcast?
Who do you want?
Scream about it.
I think I'm gonna really go off the basis that this is posted after the demo, but there should be some new characters that you guys can choose from. So yes, it's been said, and if I was wrong, then you didn't hear any of it.
That is interesting. Or I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What you talking about?
I'm honestly hoping we can get our little plug buddy Mitra here.
Mitra.
Oh,
we need to discuss about the consciousness situation this last. Okay, well, this is goodbye from all of us. Wishlist the game, you know, play the demo. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it. Follow everyone.
You're gonna love it.
And
it's so good.
Leave questions that you may want us to answer in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy. And we'll say bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.